railroad north of Tombstone, Arizona Territory, May 26, 1889.
I thought I'd seen everything.
It's one thing to rob, but why do they have to kill just to kill?
Why do mad dogs bite?
And Clay, how is it a little handful of Apaches can keep getting away from the Army all the time? There's just got to be an answer somewhere.
There is. Geronimo.
An actual account from the pages of my newspaper, the Tombstone Epitaph. This is the way it happened, in the town too tough to die.
Tombstone Territory.
May 29, 1889. News of Geronimo's return across the border from his lair in the Sierra Madres brought bitter memories and grim determination to the people of the territory. Memories of blood and death, and a determination to destroy once and for all the menace of the renegade Apache and his followers.
The 6th Mexican Infantry under Colonel Lorenzo are stationed along the border to check any moves south the hostiles might make. We know Geronimo is somewhere in this area. It means he's cut off from his regular sources of weapons and supplies. Now, what ammunition he had must be running low by now. Probably why he hit the quartermaster's supply train. Fortunately, there was no ammunition aboard.
Meaning that sooner or later he's going to have to take chances he'd ordinarily try to avoid.
We're well aware of that, Hollister. I'd like to get to the point.
All right.
General Crook has evolved a plan. Each town will form a patrol unit under the direction of local authorities. These units will patrol different areas until the hostiles are sighted.
That's a good plan.
Yes. In the event the hostiles are sighted, the patrol unit will send riders to the nearest telegraph dispatch station and inform Fort Huachuca immediately. Then maintain visual contact with the enemy until relieved by the punitive troops.
Well, Lieutenant, if we see the Indians, you can bet they're going to see us, and by the time your punitive troops get into action, Geronimo will be miles away. Just a pair of braves can hold back a small patrol until he's clear.
A rear guard action?
That's right.
You give this ignorant savage a great deal of credit.
Well, maybe you don't give him enough.
Fortunately, the Army is unimpressed by legends of the invincible Apache.
Yeah, I can understand that. The troops that have come up against Geronimo are in no condition to talk about it.
You'll have good reason to thank the Army when we stretch this butcher at the end of a rope.
Look, Lieutenant, I know an awful lot of men that have fought Indians all their lives. They don't underestimate Apaches.
Apaches, at best, not underestimate what's in store for them.
Just one question, Lieutenant. You ever even seen a hostile?
June 2, 1889. Sheriff Hollister and his men had relentlessly scoured the mountains for the wily murderer Geronimo.
Well, try down south tomorrow. We'll see it sun up.
Always good to get those boots off. You know, it's a funny thing. Most people get their backside sore straddling a horse 8 to 10 hours a day. But with me, it's my feet. Never could understand that.
Well, maybe it's because you keep trying to put those size 12 feet of yours in a size 9 boots.
What, Clay? Oh, shucks. Don't your feet ever get sore?
Yeah, I just get saddle sore. You better get some supper. Get to bed. Sun up, remember?
Yeah. Wonder if that Geronimo ever sleeps.
I don't know. If he does, I'd sure hate to have his dreams.
Dover's Pool Palace on the edge of town. Geronimo. The bold renegade Apache had taken a liking to white man's ways. He showed his contempt for the army and law by playing pool under their very noses. Geronimo held the proprietor captive while awaiting a supply of ammunition from a merchant named Kiley, long suspected of illegal traffic with the Indians.
Geronimo?
You make me miss.
This comb. The only way it would look good on me is with one of those lace shawls. I can't wear it this way.
You have the comb. Is not that enough?
Our friend might bring some shawls with him tonight.
He was told to bring ammunition.
You want me to look pretty, don't you?
There will be shawls. Now, woman, let me play this game in peace.
Geronimo.
How much did you bring?
1,550 rounds of 45-70s and 2,000 rounds of 44-40s. That's better than I thought I could do. It's hard to get prime quality ammunition in such quantities. But I know you want the best for your warriors, and that's what I brought.
Anything less would not be wise. I think you understand that.
I'd never sell you anything but the best. Never.
The agreed amount.
Thank you, Geronimo. A man likes to know his friends appreciate him. The shawls?
Let us consider these womanly things a token of your friendship, friend.
I consider it an honor, Geronimo.
Take these.
Maybe 4-1 he's seeing pink Indians. Geronimo at the Pool Palace.
Well, it won't hurt to check. Picked up a lot of things from the white man, most of them bad. You ready?
Yeah, I'm all set.
Let's go.
Play pool.
The sheriff. Tell Geronimo the sheriff's coming.
back! Come on out of there with your hands up!
The night of June 2, 1889. With one of Geronimo's braves in jail, Clay Hollister sought information.
Sit down.
I said sit down. How long have you known Geronimo? Answer me.
You don't have no right to arrest me. It's not against the law to know Geronimo.
It is against the law to provide hostiles with weapons.
I don't do that.
You made contact with Kylie so that Geronimo could get the ammunition. How can you wear that?
I have a right to wear it. It's mine.
I suppose he gave you that, too?
He gave me everything. Does that suit you?
I wonder how many women died so that you could wear the jewelry stripped from their bodies.
You try to scare me. It won't work, Mr. Sheriff.
I think you and Geronimo deserve each other.
Went to Kylie's store, Clay. Afraid it was no use.
Too late?
Yeah. Time we got there, he cloned the coop. The store was wide open and the cash box on the counter was empty.
They won't get far.
Learn anything? Well, let's lock her up.
No, Jimmy. Give her a junk and get her out of here.
You heard what he said. Pick up your stuff.
Geronimo's camp in the mountains outside Tombstone. The Apache killer and the merchant Kylie made an incongruous pair.
I stayed as long as I dared, Geronimo, but when I heard they'd found that ammunition case, I had to work fast. I only managed to save a few dollars. I don't know what's going to happen to me now.
My braves. What of them? Tell me.
One's dead and one's in jail. But what'll happen to me? My business is gone. My good name. It's terrible. You've got to help me, Geronimo. Lend me money so I can start someplace else. Now, Indians believe in helping a friend in trouble, and you know, I've always been a friend of your people. Always a fair deal and the best merchandise.
My people do all for those they know, who are their friends. Seize this carrion.
No, Geronimo, I am your friend.
Friend, to you the Indian is nothing more than a fool. To be cheated, robbed of what little he has.
No.
Kill him.
No, Geronimo. Geronimo. Oh, no.
You've got one chance to keep your neck out of a noose. Tell us where Geronimo's camp is.
The rope would be a gentle gift of sleep, compared to the death I would have as a betrayer of Geronimo.
He's got a real good argument there, Clay.
Where is he? Where's Geronimo? He is everywhere. He is nowhere.
The morning of June 3. 4 miners stumbled into Geronimo's hands.
Drop these things. One of my braves has been slain. I will kill 2 white men in return. These 2. Another of my warriors is held captive. Unless he is freed, I will slay every white man, woman, and child who falls into my hands. Tell this in Tombstone. Go!
The afternoon of June 3. The people of Tombstone were grim witnesses to Geronimo's brutal reprisal. June 4, 1889. Lieutenant Forsyth and his patrols had made no contact with Geronimo. He came to claim the prisoner.
My instructions are to guard your Indian prisoner until a detachment arrives to take him into military custody. Those orders are direct from the commanding officer.
That brave isn't free. A lot of innocent people are going to get killed. Miners, homesteaders. Must be hundreds up in the hills around here, and Geronimo will slaughter them as fast as he can find them. I gotta let him go.
You're making a mistake. A bad one. You know I intend to make a full report.
Well, the telegraph office is still open. Help yourself.
I intend to.
Sheriff?
What do you want?
I've come to show you where Geronimo is.
Where is he?
About a 20-minute ride from here. He's been raiding by night. Now he sleeps.
How many men has he got with him?
Usually 3 or 4. He depends on secrecy to protect his hiding place. Secrecy and fear.
All right, now listen to me. You'll find an army officer down at the telegraph office. Tell him exactly what you've told me. I'll meet you there with my deputy and we'll ride out together. Now go on.
Woman, you will die.
The afternoon of June 4, 1889. Dolores led the men to an isolated cabin tucked in a draw of the Mule Mountains a few miles south of Tombstone.
Where are his guards?
It appeared to be a day to remember. The capture of Geronimo.
Let's work around that way.
Wait a minute. Still think we should have waited for a platoon of troopers.
Lieutenant, I'll take the responsibility if anything goes wrong, but if you want to wait for the troopers... We gotta get him before he knows what hit him. Otherwise, we'll get it from both sides.
Simple enough. We'll pick him off from the window. And we'll get the rest from inside when they come up to see what's happened. A perfect cul-de-sac.
Look, Lieutenant, the job is to get him in. The federal court will take care of him after that. All right, there's only one door, so here's what we'll do. Jimmy?
I'm not one of your deputies.
Jimmy?
Yeah.
You and I'll take the front.
Right.
If Lieutenant Forsyth will be good enough to keep an eye on that window.
Geronimo.
I gave him both barrels, Jimmy. No man can live with a load of lead like that in him.
It's not the first time he's walked away with a hole in him that would kill a horse. Well, maybe next time, Clay.
Maybe. Thing is, how come a killer like him leads a charmed life? He got away, Lieutenant. You almost had your moment of glory. What's your report gonna say?
It wasn't. I made an error in judgment. I shall report it as such.
You know, Clay, her life ain't gonna be worth a chewed plug as long as Geronimo's running loose.
We'll see that you're protected. You have my word.
There's no need for that, Sheriff. I've found what really matters once more. It'll be good to return.
To return?
To where I was raised as a child. To the convent of St. Teresa.
Dolores returned to the convent of Santa Teresa. The notorious Geronimo was never actually captured. When he was old and tired, he voluntarily surrendered to General Crook and returned to the comforts of the reservation.
Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone territory. If your past has run afoul of the law, it's a handy place to be, 'cause your future's just as good as your draw in Tombstone territory. Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone territory.
Tombstone, Arizona Territory. An overcast morning, July 9, 1886.
I still think you're making a mistake, Logan. What if Hollister and his posse happen to come by?
The lead in my shoulder's getting too heavy to carry. Give me the saddlebags, man. Come on.
The way you act, someone could say you don't trust us.
$10,000 is a lot of temptation. I wouldn't want you boys running out on me.
Oh, we'll be around. We'll be back Wednesday morning. And you better be there.
I'll be there.
An actual account from the pages of my newspaper, the Tombstone Epitaph. This is the way it happened, in the town too tough to die.
Tombstone territory.
July 9, 1886. Sheriff Clay Hollister was on the trail of Logan Beatty and his gang. The going had been rough.
Near as I can figure, this trail's about 5 hours old.
I think the posse ought to be heading back to Tombstone, Clay. We don't have enough provisions for another day's ride.
Well, I winged one of them. Sooner or later, they're going to have to slow down and fix up that wound.
Horses are about through. The men have about had it, too.
All right. You men head back for Tombstone.
Now, what about you, Clay?
I get some provisions at the Danbury Ranch, then ride into Fairbanks, get a fresh posse there. Much obliged for your help, Harris. I'll check with you when I get back. Danbury?
You come hunting land taxes, Sheriff. You're wasting your time. You got no money.
No, it's nothing like that. I was hoping you could let me have some provisions. I'd be willing to pay.
Pleasure to be of service to the law.
As long as you get paid for the effort. What do you get for a drink of water?
Water's free. Good book says to help those in need, but it don't hurt to be practical about it. You or anybody else.
Anybody else?
I got myself a temporary boarder. Fellow rode in this morning, gave me $50, put him up for a couple of days, give him some medical attention. Claims he was ambushed.
Where is this man?
In the bedroom.
Is he wearing a gun?
No, I took it away from him.
That's good.
Guns are the tools of the devil, like so many other things. All I keep around myself's a small bore in case I scare up a coyote.
I'd like to meet this man.
Were you ever in Kansas City, Miss Danbury?
No.
They got a store there sells nothing but dresses.
Really?
Yeah.
Does everyone make jokes all the time like you do?
No, I'm the funniest man that was ever in Kansas City. Someday I ought to go there.
You won't be going for a while, Logan.
Hello, Hollister.
Just rest easy.
It's a family heirloom. Like this lucky piece. I rest better when they're near me.
Has he done something wrong?
Yeah, he held up a bank in Tombstone. Wounded a clerk.
No.
An outlaw under my roof?
Where are the others, Logan?
They said I was holding them back.
Did he ride in here alone?
I was out in the yard. I didn't see anyone else.
You got me caught, Hollister. Why would I lie to you?
They ran off and left you, huh? Left $10,000 behind. Where are they, Logan?
Sheriff, can't you question him later? He's in pain.
As you sow, so shall you reap.
Yeah, he reaped all right. I'll need a lighted lamp to sterilize this. Seems only fair that since I put the bullet in, you ought to be the one to take it out.
How is he?
Nothing wrong with him. A couple of days' rest won't cure.
I don't want him under my roof. This is a God-fearing house. Let the sinner seek the comfort of his own kind and not sicken others.
It's a long ride back to Tombstone. Wouldn't want that wound to open up. He might bleed to death.
The righteousness of the perfect shall direct his own way. The wicked shall fall by his own wickedness.
But the man came to us for help, Pa. It wouldn't have been Christian to turn him away.
He's a thief and a murderer. He deserves the worst that can happen.
There's nothing too good about Logan's past, but murder isn't one of his accomplishments.
I know his kind has never done a hard day's work in his life.
I thought we could all use some refreshment.
Oh, thank you, Miss Danbury. Looks like I'm going to have to impose on your hospitality for a couple of days.
We're pleased to have you here, Mr. Hollister. You think he'd like a cup?
Oh, I'm sure he would. I'll take him some.
Sheriff wants him to have any, he'll take it in.
Leave the girl alone, Alan.
The morning of Wednesday, July 11, 1886.
You certainly don't take any chances, Sheriff.
No. My job, you live longer if you're careful. And don't put too much faith in good luck charms. I want to talk to you about that.
What's wrong with Logan giving it to me?
He should have kept it for himself. He's going to need all the luck he can get. Keep away from him, Kay.
You sound just like my father, Mr. Hollister.
He's got a long prison term ahead of him.
Hollister, there's one thing you should know. You're never going to put me in prison. Only one man ever locked me up. That was my dad when I was 7 years old. I remember I beat my hands bloody trying to get out of that dark cellar. It was a whole lifetime ago. I still dream about it.
I've decided to take you back to Tombstone today. You look well enough to travel.
Yeah, I'll be traveling soon. All I needed was a little Christian charity from the right person.
Why don't you give her some? Come here.
I'll never forget you. Bye.
All right, Logan, let's go. You'll never take me to Tombstone now, Hollister. You're a day late. Yesterday you might have made it, but today, those are my boys.
Back in the house. Everybody. Move!
Hey, Logan, come on out.
Tell him you're my prisoner.
Sheriff Clay Hollister's in here with me.
Well, what do you want us to do?
Well, there's no sense in having a gunfight. I'll be out in a few minutes. You see, Sheriff, I'm your prisoner, but you're my prisoner in a way.
We can't wait out there forever. Sooner or later,
Sheriff, don't make me shoot you. But I will if I have to.
You're taking leave of your senses, girl?
I want to go with you.
Your father's right. You've taken leave of your senses. I can't take you with me, don't you see?
For the first time in my life, I do see. And I want to go with you.
All right. Let's go.
Try to make him understand.
I'll kill you for this, Beatty. By all that's holy, I'll kill you.
Take that. I'll cut you down before you got a shot.
Logan! Climb down. Kay! Get out of the way! Get out of the way!
have stopped them if it hadn't been for her.
I don't think you can put all the blame on your daughter.
My daughter is dead.
The morning of July 12, 1886. Logan Beatty skirted Tombstone on his way to New Mexico. Clay Hollister came back to Tombstone for a small posse. We again picked up Beatty's trail.
Logan.
Don't be so worried. The shoulder opened up a little, that's all.
Logan, you can't keep riding. You've got to stop, at least for a while.
And let Hollister catch up. I'll tell you what we'll do. Yucca Flats is about 2 hours from here. We'll stop there. Come on.
The outlaw's trail led to Yucca Flats. We reasoned Beatty was seeking the sanctuary of the New Mexico border.
Gee, I must look a sight.
You're the prettiest girl in the territory.
Not in this outfit.
I'll buy a new dress. We'll meet you fellas in the bar. A bottle, please.
Thanks.
Oh, no. Thank you.
I'm sorry. You do that dress right proud, Kay.
My man has good taste.
Yeah, not much of a place, is it? If I go anywhere else, they might recognize me.
I understand.
Don't you want a drink? It might cheer you up. It can't do you any harm.
No, I don't want any.
Hey, Logan. You gonna sit there and wait for Hollister to come for you? Or are we heading for New Mexico?
Okay. Should we leave?
Well, I'm ready.
Kay, how old are you? 17? 18?
19.
Do you realize that I'm almost...
I realize that you're the man I love. Come on, let's go.
They were here all right.
How long ago?
About an hour.
Well, we're gaining on them. They still got a good head start. Catching them before they reach the border is going to take some doing.
If I have to cross the border, I will. They'll send the boys back to Tombstone. This visit's going to be unofficial.
The afternoon of July 12, 1886. Red Rock, New Mexico.
Aren't you gonna eat any of it?
I'm not hungry.
I know what you're thinking. I just can't afford to take any chances. I've still got to be careful where we stop.
Logan, I understand that. You don't have to explain.
You haven't had any fun, have you? Give me a little time. We'll have plenty of fun. And we got lots of money.
And what happens when the money's gone?
I get us some more. They leave this stuff lying around loose in banks. You just walk in and scoop it up.
Just walk in and scoop it up. And we start running again.
What other way is there?
Hello, Logan.
Rita, I'm busy.
What's the matter? Don't I please you anymore?
Look, Rita, will you leave us alone, please?
Logan, she's not your type or age.
I'm sorry about it.
I'll cover you from here in case the others show up.
Where are your friends?
My friends are hid out. They're afraid of a lawman who might forget about the law and come across the border. This is New Mexico, Hollister. You have no authority here. They have their own laws and they have nothing on me. And if you don't believe me, ask the sheriff at the bar.
That doesn't prevent us from having a little talk, does it?
Oh, what is it to say?
I want you to ride back to Tombstone with me.
Whatever would make me want to do a fool thing like that?
You want to make her happy?
I figure the best way to do that's by staying out of jail.
Taking her to places like this?
Won't always be places like this.
When has it ever been different? I think she deserves something better.
Have you any complaints, Kay?
If he did go back, what would happen?
You'd have to face a robbery charge.
I can't do that, Kay. Don't ask me.
Logan, time of your kind's passing. Trail ends with a bullet or a long prison term. Now's your chance to pay a small penalty for a new life.
Remember I told you I can't stand to be locked up?
What kind of freedom is this? Running from the law, living from day to day, and no future.
Leave us alone, Hollister.
All right. Anything I can do for you, Kay?
Let's go back.
I can't.
Logan, maybe you can walk into a bank and scoop up some money. But what happens if this kind of life runs us out of love? Mr. Hollister, wait. I'm going back with you.
Kay.
Every time that you rode off, I'd wonder if I'd ever see you alive again. And we'd end up hating each other. Wouldn't have worked, would it?
He'll come back if he loves you.
your service.
Is Pa at home?
He went into town, but he should be back very soon now. I better start supper. You'll stay, won't you?
Thank you, Miss Danbury.
She's worried about what Pa will say.
How about you?
I'm not any longer.
I think I'll ride out and meet him.
Spawn of the devil, stop!
Coming in to give himself up.
I didn't know.
Didn't he say anything?
May have. I didn't hear.
Maybe. Maybe you just didn't want to hear.
How will I be judged?
I don't know. But you're gonna have to tell your daughter you killed a man she loved. Here. You better give her this.
Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone territory. If your past has run afoul of the law, it's a handy place to be, 'cause your future's just as good as your draw in Tombstone territory. Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone territory.
Tombstone, Arizona Territory, March 27, 1882.
Hollister.
Oh, Mr. Howard.
Some of us want to know what you're going to do about the outlaw element of this town.
My deputies and I arrest them.
But they're never convicted. They just go free to rob and kill again.
Mr. Howard, I'm just the sheriff, not the judge and jury.
Nobody wants to be the jury. It's too dangerous. They're afraid of what might happen if they vote to hang one of these murderers.
Mr. Clyburn and I are working on that, too. He's wired Washington for military protection for him.
I hope we get some action.
Here's Grady. Apaches. At Antelope Springs.
Apaches that close?
Get all the men you can together.
Right, Clay.
Fred and I'll ride out with you.
Sheriff Clay Hollister rode out with a posse to Antelope Springs, where the Apaches had made their attack. An An actual account from the pages of my newspaper, the Tombstone Epitaph. This is the way it happened. In the town too tough to die.
Tombstone Territory.
The afternoon of March 27, 1882. Sheriff Clay Hollister started his ride back from Antelope Springs. The Apaches had fled, and the sheriff had sent the posse in pursuit of the marauders. Choosing their time perfectly, two outlaws approached the mining and milling company 2 miles outside of Tombstone.
Be obliged if you fill that. Let's have it! The miners will be coming for their money. Come on.
I had just finished reporting the outbreak of Apache raids on outlying ranches. Checked my watch with the 5 o'clock whistle at the Tombstone mine. When the whistle continued, I knew it was an emergency. I rode to the mine 2 miles out of town to investigate. But the hold-up men had killed and vanished.
I warned you about your fast trigger.
You saw him go for his gun.
This could mean big trouble.
You don't want to have no fun, do you, Mitt?
I wanted money. I didn't want to kill him.
Too bad about the money.
You go on to Crowley's. I'm going back to town.
I hope you know what you're doing, partner.
When I got back, the townspeople were demanding action. They told me Clay Hollister had just returned from Antelope Springs.
I tell you, they almost got me.
That the hat, Clay?
That's it, Mr. Clyburn. Not much to go on.
How'd it go, Fred?
Rough.
We trailed the Apaches into the Dragoons, and it was an easy trail to follow.
More raids?
2 more ranches and their families. Not a pretty sight, even the young'uns. I came back to report. Something wrong?
2-man stick-up at the Tombstone mine. Killed Mr. Barton.
That hat belongs to one of them.
I saw a man without a hat riding across the San Pedro. He was headed towards Crowley's place. Looked like Billy Clyde.
Young Billy? He's a hard case.
Yeah, everyone thinks that he and Mitt Porter held up that Benson stage.
I wonder about Porter.
They're probably over at Crowley's place now. It's nothing but a hideout.
Do you think Billy and Mitt did it?
I'll ask him.
Let's get it over with.
I'm going with you.
Well, now, Mr. Clyburn.
Look, boy, I've been doing a lot of talking. You might need some help bringing them in.
Might at that. Except one of them's walking up to us right now.
Well?
He's tall like him, only he's dressed different. Wore his hat like you, Fred. Nope, it couldn't have been Porter.
You sure?
I was there.
You said you weren't looking.
It isn't Porter. Besides, he couldn't be 2 places at the same time.
If he was two people. Which maybe he is. Take over for a while.
Hey, now there's a fuzzy little one.
Like that.
Hello, Miss.
Mm-hmm. Hello,
Simmons.
Mr. Catherine.
Very attractive hat for a very pretty lady.
Thank you.
How's the freighting business, Mitt?
Can't complain.
Picking up lots of money on the Bisbee Road, are you?
I'm doing all right.
I think you're the richest man in town. Hope you realize that.
Mitt, we're riding out after your friend Billy Clyde.
Billy Clyde? Why?
Well, I want to talk to him. I don't know if it was him or his partner who killed Mr. Barton.
Mr. Barton was killed? Well, what makes you think that Billy had anything to do with it?
Hat was found. Billy was seen riding for Crowley's ranch bareheaded.
Well, I guess that's your problem.
It's no problem, Mitt. I figure Billy want to talk about things. He won't want to hang alone.
Tombstone juries don't hang anybody. Seems they're scared to.
Barton was a popular man, Porter. The town's had enough.
You want to ride out with us, Mitt?
Well, why me?
We thought you might have some influence with Billy. Avoid another killing.
When are you leaving?
Ooh, about an hour.
Mr. Porter's not riding with any posse tonight. We're going to choir practice.
Fire practice?
That's right. Choir practice.
That it is, Mr. Claiborne.
Well, we smoked him out.
Yeah.
What's the matter, Mr. Clyburn? Something wrong?
Yeah. I like that fella. We rode immediately to reach Crowley's ahead of Porter. We arrived at sundown, and Clay Hollister scouted the ranch to see if other guns were around.
How does it look? I looked all over. Crowley and his boys out there.
Probably all in Dalyville gambling.
There's just one man in bed. That has to be Billy.
How do you know?
He isn't wearing a hat. I'm gonna go get him. Hold on. He'd shoot you without even opening an eye, just out of instinct.
Not if I shoot first. Let's take Billy, then we can wait inside for Porter. That is, if Porter shows.
He'll show all right.
Open up, Billy. It's me, Mitt.
Fred, maybe you better cover the back door.
When you get up there, wait. I'll holler out and tell them they're surrounded.
Wait.
They're organizing a posse. You gotta get going. Where's your horse? Out in the corral?
Yeah. I'll be halfway to Mexico before they get here.
They wouldn't be coming, Billy, if you hadn't done that killing.
Well, now, look who's preaching. I'm surprised you even come up here to warn me.
That much I do owe you. But I don't trust you.
I don't believe I heard rightly. You don't trust me?
That's right. I figure if they get you near the end of a rope, you'll want company.
What happens if you get caught? Then who talks? You could really hang me. But you won't. I think I'd better kill you now.
You got the drop?
That's right.
You'd shoot?
I'm bad, I admit it. You don't know what you are.
Who is it?
You're surrounded.
That fool.
Thought you were ahead of them. They said they weren't leaving for an hour.
Open up in there, you're surrounded. Sure.
Hold it right there, Billy.
I'll cover the back.
Now I know I'm not gonna hang. I don't know about you.
Tell him you did the killing, Billy.
Tell him. Tell him. You tell him.
Drop it.
You get around, boy.
is dead.
I didn't kill him.
I don't think you'll get Billy to testify to that.
Well, I'm not going to hang.
Don't be foolish, Mitt! Mitt! Hold it, Mitt!
You think he'll live? Well, he's tried for murder, and then who knows?
March 28, 1882. Mitt Porter was under guard in the Tombstone Hospital.
Excuse me. I'll have to ask you to check that gun, stranger.
Well, I'm just passing through.
Well, make sure you do. Town's got rules.
Rules?
Yes, Mr. Warren?
I knew this would happen. Porter's healing up in the hospital, waiting to go free like the rest. Fred Billingsley ain't healing up none.
Those cowboys think they run this town.
They do.
Well, it's time something was done about it.
You're right, Miss Bradbury.
People are getting panicky. Yeah. Why didn't you and the editor kill Porter when you had the chance?
He'll stand trial when he can get out of bed, if he ever can.
Won't do no good. Juries are scared.
Well, you're the men who make up the juries.
I ain't gonna buck them gunslingers.
Well, I don't blame you much about that. That'll all be changed now.
What do you mean?
I got an answer from Washington. All juries will have protection.
What protection?
Troops, if necessary.
From Fort Huachuca. So now you know.
Well, maybe things will be better. Yeah.
Well, it's about time.
I hope I get on that Porter jury. Me too. He'll hang. It's time they was showed. Well, we'll show them too, won't we, boys? It's up to us.
Win, I'm terribly sorry. Just that I got in so deep.
You could have told me. Did you kill Billingsley?
No.
Did you kill Barton?
No.
Was it Billy? Oh, I knew you were mixed up in something. I hoped I was wrong.
When I was mixed up. But you know, it's a funny thing. When a man comes so close to dying as I did, he sees things real clear. Now I'm glad there's going to be a trial. They got to believe I didn't kill anybody. When, after the trial's over, maybe we could go to California. Live respectable. I know I got no right, but I'm proposing.
I think you're delirious.
I'm not going to kill him, lady. I'm his brother. I heard you were running in bad company.
Stay out of this, Dave.
I'm taking you back to Texas.
He's staying. He's standing trial.
Lady, a bloodthirsty jury can hang a man same as a lynch mob. I'm not letting them make an example out of my brother. Come on.
No, Dave.
Mitt, I heard them talking on the streets. They mean it. They want revenge.
He's not going.
If he stays, he swings. They're so stirred up, they'll hang the first man they try. And it's not going to be him. I got horses, but I'll need some help getting him out of here, lady.
Don't drag her in.
You have a gun. If you use force, I'll have to help.
I guess I'm forcing. You get his clothes?
Everything all right in here?
Couldn't be helped. Hurry up.
Mitt and Dave Porter rode out of Tombstone, trying to cover as many miles as possible before their escape was discovered. They didn't stop to rest or eat as they sought refuge in the mountains. Only desperation kept the wounded boy on his horse. The two brothers pressed through a devil's graveyard of rocks and boulders, avoiding trails, ridges, and exposed areas where they might be spotted. Their destination, Texas, and home. The Porter boys were aware of a double danger, a posse from Tombstone and the Apache raiders who infested the mountains and desert.
He wanted to stand trial, but his brother convinced him that he didn't have a chance. Look, it was his only way out. And I helped him.
I don't know if Mitt killed or not, but he deserves a fair trial, and boy, if I can find him, he's going to get one.
Where do you think they headed?
Mountains.
Mountains all over Arizona territory, boy.
Yeah, but in Mitt's condition, he can't outrun anybody in the open. My guess is they'll head for the Chiricahuas and then for Texas.
The Chiricahuas?
That's Apache country.
He's sick, but he's no fool.
But the Indians have been out in raiding parties, and Mitt knows it. I think he'll chance getting through. You sure you still want to go along? Some Indian might wind up wearing that fancy jacket.
I'm going.
I wouldn't go, but my hat's off to you.
Hope we can keep our hats on. You're in charge, Sorehead.
Posse's on its way in.
They make contact with the Apaches?
They hit and run. All we did was chase them back in the mountains.
Which mountains?
The Chiricahuas.
The afternoon of March 28. Clay Hollister and I prepared for a long, hard ride and left at once. We didn't have time to wait for the posse. The Porter boys had a big head start, and we tried to close the gap before the going got rough. But we were slowed by the rugged foothills. Their trail told Clay they were still far ahead of us. They led us into hidden ravines and box canyons known only to Indians. We tracked them into the forbidding Chiricahuas, fortress of the murderous Apaches. There was still no sign that they had stopped to rest or eat. It was no longer an easy trail to follow, and it would soon be night when all trails end. The evening of March 28. Mitt and Dave Porter penetrated deeper into the Apache stronghold. The stars would soon be out. But which would be stars and which would be Apache eyes? The morning of March 29.
I'm still warm.
You like eating something?
No, go ahead.
Well, at least the Apaches haven't found us.
They wouldn't attack till daylight anyway.
Yeah. Something to do with their religion.
Religion? They just enjoy seeing you die.
You're a pretty tough kid. You haven't eaten enough to keep a cricket. Should be quite a celebration when I bring you home.
You know, Dave, I've always been second best to you. Seems I still am.
You trying to prove something back in Tombstone? How did money get to be so important to you anyway?
Isn't it to everyone?
Depends on how you come by it. You had no right to involve that girl.
She was going to California with me, Dave.
Maybe she'd like to come to Texas.
Is that more big brother advice?
Well, I figured if she'd take over, maybe I could concentrate on a few problems of my own.
Yeah, that's funny. I never figured you'd ever have any problems. But I like your solution.
Well, it's a beautiful morning.
Yeah. I wonder if it's a beautiful day in Texas.
Company.
Posse or Apaches?
You hit?
I don't think there's any new holes in me. Dave.
Yeah. I've never quite learned how to say this. But thanks.
We'll make it.
I'm out of shells. Dave, you go ahead and run for the horses.
I said we'll make it.
Do like I tell you. Let me be the family hero just...
Ned?
He's a long way from Texas.
How guilty was he? How guilty the town? Dave Porter miraculously escaped Texas. We buried his brother Mitt where he was killed in the Chiricahuas. It was no happy ending to a girl's dream of home and family. But that's the way it happened. Mitt Porter made some mistakes in his young life in this young country and learned, as did many residents of Tombstone, that only the town was too tough to die.
Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be. Whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone territory. If your past has run afoul of the law, it's a handy place to be, 'cause your future's just as good as your draw in Tombstone territory. Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be. Whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone territory.
Tombstone, Arizona Territory. The night of May 28, 1886.
How about that, Sally? Well, everybody's having fun with Big Bill. Saturday night, why don't you celebrate?
Celebrate what?
Silver mine I'm going to find for you, maybe. That's what.
Should I hold my breath?
pick up a little glass, Herman. And hold. Well, now, Sheriff, you got in my way.
You better call tonight, Bill, before somebody gets hurt.
You want to hold the glass, Sheriff? 1, 2.
Oh, now. Show me how you want it held.
All right.
I'm sorry I had to clip him, Sally.
Why bother to tell me about it? I don't care what happens to him.
Jack, take care of him.
No, keep away. I'll take care of him.
An actual account from the pages of my newspaper, the Tombstone Epitaph. This is the way it happened. In the town too tough to die.
Tombstone Territory.
May 29, 1886.
Sally!
Excuse me, Doctor. Sure. Well?
Sally, you're not still mad about what happened in there.
It won't work, Bill. I've heard all your promises.
I got a regular job now, Sally, working for the water pipe company. Saving for steak. I can't miss this time. There's silver all around us. You wait and see, I'm going to hit pay dirt.
You hit pay dirt. You won't hit peanuts. And even if you get the chance, you'll go into the Tivoli and blow it.
Sally, listen to me.
You listen to me. I'm going to leave here someday. And when I do, it's not going to be with any moth-eaten prospector who's all mind talk and no mind. I'm going to be respectable. I'm going to have a sparkler on this finger that'll blind you in the sun. I'm going to have furs all over me. Now you go back to digging your ditches and leave me alone.
Now look, you kids move back. You're going to get hurt here.
Aw, Bill.
Hello, Jerry. Emily.
We're not hurting anything, Mr. Hollister. We're just watching.
Yeah, well, you better go watch from over there.
Can we play around the old Marla house, please, can we?
Sure, I guess so nobody else is using it to keep you off the streets.
Thanks, Mr. Hollister. Thanks. I'll be the mother, and you can be the husband coming home from work. I'm not going to be the husband. I'm going to be the sheriff.
How you doing, Bill?
Fine.
What do you got, a broken water pipe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Silver.
Sally,
What are you doing here? Lose your job?
I just hit a silver vein rich as they come.
What, again?
This'll go 8,000 a ton if it goes a dime.
Where'd you find it this time?
Right out where I was fixing that pipe, right in the middle of Allen Street.
Middle of Allen Street. What?
Look, that city property, I can't file a claim on it, right?
Right.
The Marlowe house is right next to where I was digging. You can buy it for $1,600.
1,600. So.
Sally, you told me once you had a little nest egg put by.
Bill, if you don't get out of here and quit wasting my time, I'll throw you out.
You said you had $2,000. Sally, this can mean $500,000 to us, maybe better.
Bill.
Look, the house is only 40 feet away from where I was digging. Now, if you owned it, I could tunnel under the street. Nobody'd ever know the difference.
The silver, we'd have to sell it in some other town.
Tucson, that's easy.
What's in it for me?
20 cents on every dollar I take out.
Make it 50.
Okay, baby. I'm not going to argue the split with you. I'm going to ask you to marry me. First $5,000 I take out of that mine.
I want 10.
Okay. What's the matter, baby?
The pipe repair job you were working on. Won't one of the other workers discover the silver ore?
I covered it all up. I'll fix it tonight.
Well, let's have a drink, partner.
Okay, partner. Hi, Sheriff. Have a drink?
No, thanks, Bill.
You particular who you drink with?
I just have to finish my rounds.
You know, Hollister, I'm going to hit it big out here one day. I'm going to have money coming out of every pocket. I'm going to own half a Tombstone.
Don't pay any attention to him, Sheriff. You know, some of them start drinking early. Start running off at the mouth. Now, why don't you be a very nice boy and say goodbye to the sheriff before you get into trouble again? See? Why don't you make me a deputy?
I could do worse.
You better forget you're mad with Hollister and hold your tongue or the deal's off.
You're kidding.
Try me.
Okay, Sally. I'll go back to work.
Well, that's better.
June 14, 1886. The unique mining operation began with Sally's purchase of the old Marlowe place as a home. The lumber for shoring the shaft and tunnel was brought in as new flooring ordered by Miss Sally Wilson for repairs on the old house. Life on Allen Street went on as usual, nobody dreaming that inside the house a shaft would soon extend down to a depth of 10 feet. And that from the bottom of the shaft, a tunnel would extend over 40 feet to a point beneath the street where Big Bill had made his discovery. There was another problem. The dirt had to be carted away secretly. August 10, 1886. The silver deposit was reached.
Sally! Sally! You know, it's a funny thing. These things were filled with dirt. They weighed a ton. Now they got silver in them. They're light as feathers. You didn't tell anybody they could come?
Of course not. Who is it?
Me, Sally, Clay. Want to talk to you a minute.
Well, just a minute, Clay. I'll be right with you. A lady has to make herself presentable, Clay.
May I come in?
Sure. I haven't fixed the place up yet, but I have some good ideas.
Oh, it should be real nice. Things seem to be going better for you and Bill.
Hmm.
I want to talk to you about him.
About Bill?
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
It's Jimmy Reach.
You mean the little boy that Barbara's daughter plays with?
He was playing around the house here the other day, and Bill ran him off. He slapped him.
Oh, no.
Jimmy's father's got a terrible temper, and so has Bill.
Yeah, I know that.
I wouldn't want to see him try to shoot it out. I thought it'd be better if I talked to you about it rather than Bill.
Glad that you did. He gets pretty riled up, even when your name is mentioned.
I guess I got that kind of personality. Well, thanks for the help, Sally.
Thank you, Clay.
You were standing right over it, honey. We're getting lucky all the way around.
Why'd you slap Jimmy?
Well, he was getting near our diggings.
So Hollister shows up. These are big stakes. Don't be a fool and give them away, Bill. Now get back to work.
The morning of September 2, Big Bill took out enough silver to make a down payment on an important purchase.
Before very long, I'm going to buy you one of those for every one of your fingers. We're going to have everything we ever wanted, honey. We're really going to live.
We.
Mr. and Mrs. William Hartley.
Emily? Emily? Emily! Get off there! Emily!
It's a tunnel.
No! No!
Let's get the sheriff.
Emily, my baby, my baby.
Barbara, let me get a look. Sally, take care of it.
Come on, honey, everything's gonna be all right. It's all my fault. I should have watched her closer. That's a mother's job. Come on, Barbara. Come on.
Emily. Get that Cunningham. You, get a hoist and some ropes. Move. Now, everybody get back.
Is she dead?
They don't know. The tunnel. Is that the reason the street caved in?
I let her run wild. You have to watch your little girl. Anything can happen.
Barbara. Now, listen to me. She needs you now more than she's ever needed you in her entire life. I want you to talk to her quietly. Her mother's voice could be very important to her.
What shall I say?
Anything. Just be gentle. Let her know you're here.
Emily? Emily, darling, it's Mother. I'm not going to work tonight, Emily. I'll stay home and tuck you in.
Don't stop.
Emily, I'll read a story to you. I'll read you a story, Emily.
Mommy.
Emily. She's alive. My baby's alive.
Is Big Bill Hartley here? Bill, come here.
What does he want? What do you want, Hollister?
I need your help.
Why me?
You did the repair work here, didn't you?
Yeah.
Now, how's the ground?
It's tricky.
Are we on a natural fall, or can I dig down on the side and tunnel across to her?
You're going to risk a cave-in any time you put a shovel in the ground around here. Liable to bring that whole thing down on her. Barbara, get back from that edge.
You didn't have to go down that far for the water line, did you?
Of course not.
And why's the hole so deep?
Well, how do I know? Could be a natural fault, an old well, a spring. Could be anything.
You got any ideas about getting her out?
Rope around her waist might work.
Not if she's pinned.
Yeah, well, maybe she isn't. Too tricky to get down there. We'll get a loop.
Bill, are we going to have to tell about the tunnel?
No, we'll get the kid out.
Are you sure?
Now, don't get mixed up, Sally. What we got is ours. We find that silver mine, we got nothing. We'll get the kid out.
Big Bill Hartley and Sally kept their secret about the tunnel from the old Marlowe house to the mine, through which the girl could have been reached.
Remember, if she's caught too tight, you don't dare pull.
Yeah, I know.
Gently, gently now. Easy.
Mommy, the rope hurts.
Stop pulling. You can't get her out that way. You've got to think of something else.
I'll have to go down after her.
Now, wait a minute. You're no miner. You'd have that whole thing on top of her. I'll go alone.
All right.
Keep your feet away from the rocks, Bill.
Send me down a shovel. It's gonna be all right, honey.
There it comes.
How's it going, Bill?
Slow.
You want me to spell you?
No. No. I'll stay down here alone. Don't worry, honey. We're gonna get you out.
The operation was difficult. Each act of digging risked a landslide, which could bring certain death to the digger as well as to the child below. The night of September 2, 1886.
Soon, honey. This down over your shoulders, honey. That's it. Now you sit in that bottom one, sweetheart. Put this under your arms, all right? Come on, dear. Sheriff!
Aye.
We got her.
Billy, take her arm out of there.
Okay.
All right.
That night, 8 hours after the start of the operation, the child had been freed.
Easy. Easy.
Mommy.
baby's alive.
Take hours to clear.
Hours will be too late. We've got to get him out soon.
I can't work fast, Doc. The whole street may cave in on top of him.
Bill, don't give up, Bill. It means too much to us now.
I've given up, Sally. Tell him.
It means too much to us now.
Tell us what, Sally?
Nothing, Clay. He's delirious.
I had just returned from a business trip in Prescott. Found Tombstone in a turmoil.
How's it going, Bill?
Can't feel anything, Sheriff.
Hold on, Bill. Everything will be all right.
We'll get you out.
It's too late. Why'd you come the way you did?
What are you talking about?
Didn't Sally tell you?
Tell me what?
This is a tunnel between our house and the mine.
You mean that you tried to mine this? Bill, don't you know that this...
Anything I can do?
No, thanks, Harris. We'll get him out now to bury him. They had a mine.
They were mining here? This is just an isolated pocket. Wachuca Water Company found it when they laid the pipe 4 years ago. Rich ore, no vein. It wasn't even worth digging up the street.
Sally, there's a man dead and you could have saved him. We're going to have a long talk.
I'll be around. I'll be around for a long time.
Looks like dirt.
Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone territory. If your past has run afoul of the law, it's a handy place to be, 'cause your future's just as good as your draw in Tombstone territory. Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone territory.
Tombstone, Arizona Territory, June 5, 1883. Merchant pack trains from Mexico were being attacked repeatedly after crossing the border. According to information received through unofficial channels, another pack train would be hijacked in the vicinity of Skeleton Canyon. This could lead to an international incident. It was Sheriff Clay Hollister's job to prevent it.
See if you can pick up that trail. I'll try to catch up with you.
An actual account from the pages of my newspaper, the Tombstone Epitaph. This is the way it happened, in the town too tough to die.
Tombstone Territory.
We rode back as soon as we heard the shot. Are you all right?
Yeah, almost missed me.
Well, that was close.
Enough to knock me out for a minute. You see who did it?
No, but one of the Mexicans is missing.
Yeah. One of the horses, too. What about the bushwhackers?
Headed for Galeyville.
Yeah, that figures.
You think it's Curly Bill and his boys?
I don't know. We take the bodies on back to town.
What do you aim to do?
See if I can find that Mexican, have him identify the hijackers.
Well, I never knew you to take such an interest in civic affairs, Curly Bill.
Why, I tell you, it ain't fair, Mr. Clyburn. Especially since Galeyville folks are paying taxes, same as them here in Tombstone.
And you say the people in Galeyville think they're not getting a fair shake for their tax money.
That's right. Tombstone gets sidewalks, street lamps, running water. And what do us in Galeyville get? Nothing but tax receipts. Now, that ain't fair.
And so you want me to write an editorial about it?
Yep.
Well, you've got a point. I think you're also entitled to law enforcement. You didn't even mention that.
Well, now we ain't hoggish, Mr. Clyburn. Just one thing at a time, huh?
Well, I'll give your proposal serious consideration, Brocious.
Thanks.
Now I wonder what he really did want.
Brocious, come here.
What's on your mind, Hollister?
I want to talk to you. Where you been for the last, say, 3 hours?
All right, here in Tombstone, minding my own business. Why?
Prove it.
Well, as a matter of fact, I spent most of the time with your writing friend inside. Him and me have been discussing civic matters. Ask him.
I will. After a while.
Un momento, senor. I beg your pardon.
What's on your mind?
That man on the left.
That's Clay Hollister, the sheriff.
And the other one, the fat one. Is he also a lawman?
Curly Bill Brocious, a lawman?
No.
Curly Bill is one of the roughest galoots in these parts. He makes his own laws.
But they seem so friendly.
Curly Bill, a lawman.
Mexican nationals dead. Boy, there are going to be repercussions from Washington to Mexico City unless I do something fast.
Well, the answer probably lies with one man. That Mexican who took the shot at you.
It could be two men. The other one's Curly Bill Brocious.
Well, he was here with me this morning. He has an alibi.
Mm-hmm. So I heard from Curly Bill Brocious. Now, it's too pat to suit me. He knows something. And that hijacker's trail led toward Galeyville.
Well, that doesn't necessarily mean anything. Outlaws from all over the territory congregate in Galeyville.
And Curly Bill rules the roost.
Not entirely. Red Slade's gang is becoming plenty strong in Galeyville. Strong enough, in fact, that even Cass, Curly Bill's top man, is thrown in with Slade.
Well, whoever did it, I got 4 good reasons for wanting to find him.
4 reasons?
Count 'em.
Well, if it ain't old Curly Bill himself. Step right up here and have a drink with your pals. We're celebrating.
I'm second.
Shame, ain't it, boys? Curly getting old and rheumatic. Can't stand at the bar no more.
Is this the way you feel, Cass? You like being with a back shooter?
You gotta keep up with the times, Curly. Like us. We don't waste time or bullets. We just collect fast. But you're slowing up.
I ain't slow when I pull a gun.
We don't want no trouble now, boys. Thought you could take a little joke, Curly.
I can when a man makes one.
Hold it!
Outside. Now, what's this all about?
Search me. Me and the boys were just celebrating a bit when Curly walks in and chooses me. Guess he's getting his second childhood. Set him up again.
Now, just what was it you were celebrating?
Now, ain't that funny? I done clean forgot.
I guess I'll have to ask somebody else.
Like who?
Well, let's put it this way. When a killer shoots a man in the back, you ought to be sure of one thing.
Like what?
That the man's dead.
Nightly. See you in the morning.
The night of June 8. The past 3 days had not been particularly auspicious ones for Hollister. The back-train bushwhackers were still at large, and the missing Mexican, his only material witness, had apparently vanished into thin air.
You're the man that's been looking for me, huh?
Sí, señor. I am Don Jacinto Orozco, a sus órdenes. The man you tried to kill.
Oh, now, hold on a minute. I'm the law. I've been looking for you to identify the murderer.
You are the murderer. And you will pay for it. The whip was a good idea. Makes little sound. Yet it can kill so easily.
Move in there.
All right. On your feet. Por favor, señor. Make the first bullet count.
Except for the roistering bunch in the Crystal Palace, an ominous quiet had settled down upon Tombstone as two determined men faced it out in a room of the Exchange Hotel. Both Clay Hollister and Don Jacinto were playing a desperate game.
What's the matter, Sheriff? You want to shoot people in the back?
I can see you need some straightening out.
You know very well I'm the only witness to the ambush on my train. I saw you with my own eyes, robbing the dead.
You saw me checking the bodies for identification papers. I want the murderers as much as you do. Drop into my office in the morning. We got a few details to discuss.
I'm free to go?
You made a natural mistake. I won't hold it against you.
Very well, amigo. In the morning.
Clay Hollister now strongly suspected that the Mexican coin taken from Slade was a link to the pack train ambush. The morning of June 9, 4 heavily armed riders came into Tombstone. They had the look of men who had once served with the Rurales, a truly great police force. More than anything else, they looked like trouble.
Oh, actually, we have no witnesses. No positive identification.
But you have a good idea, don't you?
Ideas aren't evidence, Don Jacinto.
Are you telling me you know who killed and robbed us, but you refuse to arrest them?
Even if I were sure, a warrant couldn't be issued until I have positive proof. I couldn't make it stick.
Senor Hollister, if a mountain lion attacks my cattle, I do not wait to prove which beast is to blame. I hunt down and destroy every savage animal I can find.
Well, Don Jacinto, according to the law, men aren't animals. It's my job to enforce the law.
But you know who murdered my countrymen.
I have suspicions. When I'm sure, when I have proof, that gang will be tried and hanged.
Who are these men? I have the right to know.
Not now. Not while you're feeling like you do.
You refuse to tell me?
I do. You know those men?
Si, senor.
You sent for them.
Mm-hmm. And because each one has been with the Rurales, each man is a manhunter, a killer of savage beasts.
I told you I'd take care of this.
True. But from this moment on, my men are going to watch you like hawks. One day you will lead us to the killers, and that day will destroy them. Buenos dias, Senor Sheriff.
Hello, Harris.
Well, I see Don Jacinto's men are still here.
Yeah, sticking to me like glue. Even camp outside my hotel at night. Probably one of them under my bed.
Making you a mite edgy, aren't they, Clay?
You bet they are. Sitting on an international powder keg. I've got to talk to Curly Bill or Slade, but if I go out there, they'll follow me. And they'll gun down anybody I talk to.
Well, that could start fireworks. Have a border war on our hands.
Yeah, and the only way I can stop it is by staying here. I'm practically a prisoner in my own jail.
How's the bread and water?
Slade around?
He was doing some target practice a while ago. It seems he has troubles even shooting a man in the back.
You're on the prod against Slade just because I'm riding with him. I like siding with you, Bill, but, well, you just sort of sit around too much.
You live longer that way.
I heard you told a couple of boys there's another pack train coming through today.
Yeah, it's a rich one, they say. Does Slade know about it, Cass?
He's one told me.
Well, he'd better steer clear of that pack train. It'll be well guarded. No chance to take it at all. Unless some back-shooting outfit takes on the job. Slade's inside. Cass.
Yeah?
I still sort of like you, even if you have took up with Slade.
So?
Better not push your luck too far.
We got trouble, Clay.
Where?
Skeleton Canyon again. There's talk of another pack train coming.
Where'd you hear that?
All I know is Curly Bill's sitting out at Galeyville laughing at you. Says while these Mexican gunmen got you pinned down in your own office, hijackers are going to hit the pack train.
Well, that does it. I can't ride out Don Jacinto any longer. I gotta get out to Galeyville now. I can't let them follow me. Lee, put on my jacket and ride out of here fast. Maybe they'll follow you.
Right.
¡Un momento, muchachos!
Didn't work, Clay.
Desmonten, cuiden.
You and your men stay out of this.
Now it's your move, Senor Hollister.
Gary Bill.
Well, hello, Hollister. Been waiting for you. Come on and sit down.
Come out. Come out or we'll blow you out. Either way, we'll kill you. Face to face or from the back, just like you murdered my people.
Detengan el fuego. There's only one man here, and he wasn't in on the job.
That batch of yours has no protection anymore, senor. We wanted the killers, and we're going to have them.
I told you the men you want aren't here.
You, search the place. Shoot anything that moves.
You're wasting your time. And mine.
We'll just make sure of that, senor.
Well, they won't bother us for a while. You feel like talking?
Maybe. Maybe not.
What are you doing here all alone?
Waiting for you. Bad news travels fast.
Yeah, what about this news about a pack train coming through today?
Why ask me?
Well, I got a hunch you're the one that started that rumor.
Look, Hollister, I ain't got nothing against you personal. You do your job good. One thing, you don't plug nobody in the back.
But somebody you know is a back shooter, is that it?
I ain't exactly no petunia the way I do things. But even I gotta draw the line somewheres. There ain't no pack train coming through today. But Slade thinks there is.
He's just out there waiting to get trapped.
Just remember, you said it.
Thanks.
What for?
Sheriff! Monte.
Well, now maybe you believe me.
This is Brocious. Is he the same outlaw I saw you talking with before?
Outlaw?
He had nothing to do with it. Take my word.
And the gang of outlaws?
I'll take care of them. You take your men back to Mexico. Lee?
Si, senor. We travel south. The same as you.
Clay Hollister and his deputy made a hard and fast ride to Skeleton Canyon, where Red Slade's gang waited to ambush another pack train.
Slade! You and your men, throw down your guns!
Thought I told you to go back to Mexico.
This is on the way to Mexico. And besides, I want to help you.
All right, you and your men are deputized.
Dispersense.
Bill? Huh? What about you?
Oh, no, not this time.
All right.
Guardia!
I tried to tell you, Cass. You see, you pushed your luck too far.
All right. Drop your gun belts.
Now I go to Mexico, senor.
Adios, amigo.
Adios. Good man to have sight in you.
I wonder where Curly Bill's headed so fast.
Well, that wise old coot.
What are you talking about?
There's a big herd coming down from the north, heading for Fort Huachuca. And Curly Bill's headed north.
And so am I. Take the prisoners in. And just remember one thing. Don't even start to trust an outlaw.
Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone territory. If your past has run afoul of the law, it's a handy place to be, 'cause your future's just as good as your draw in Tombstone territory. Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone territory.
Tombstone, Arizona Territory, May 10, 1885. The trial of Winnie Joe was in its last day. All that was lacking was the verdict.
Never took me this long to tell a man I was grudging against him.
I like to think the jury's on your side, Winnie Joe.
I'm a wolfer. I never knew a man who killed wolves for a living that wasn't grudged against him. Frank, look there. Them Beaumont brothers. Him's the ones. They fixed this whole thing up against me.
Can you prove it?
I know it. I know it now. Ain't that enough?
I'm afraid not.
Look at them. Look at them. They want me to be convicted. Them and everybody else.
Winnie Joe, you're getting your trial.
Yeah, that's because you offered to be my lawyer.
I bet he knows. Nobody listens to what he knows. His lawyer listens. Yeah, I reckon he does.
Oh, then he must know, too. Winnie Joe must have told him.
A losing lawyer and a convicted man. Who's going to listen to them?
Yeah, but suppose. Just suppose he isn't convicted.
Nobody listens to dead men either. Not even in Tombstone.
An actual account from the pages of my newspaper, the Tombstone Epitaph. This is the way it happened. In the town too tough to die.
Tombstone Territory.
Since the issue was still in doubt, I set up two headlines. Westerby innocent, Westerby guilty. A man who deals in death is bound to be disliked, Clay, even when he only kills wolves.
Well, killing wolves is one thing, but poisoning 400 head of cattle?
You really believe Winnie Joe did that?
I don't want to believe it, no, but it was his poison that killed him. That wolf bait he uses.
But what would he gain by it? There's no sense, no reason, no motive at all.
You sound like Winnie Joe's lawyer.
Clay, Mr. Clyburn, Frank won his case. Winnie Joe's innocent. He's free.
You know, I always did favor this one. The afternoon of May 11, 1885.
Hello, Frank.
I'm conferring with the client, Sheriff.
Yeah, so your wife told me. I need your help.
I'm sorry, Clay. I'm a real estate lawyer now. I establish legal claims to property in Boot Hill.
Frank, you knew Winnie Joe better than anybody in Tombstone.
Nobody else would bother.
Well, somebody bothered enough to put 3 bullets in his back. Why?
I wish I knew. Do you?
Well, maybe he knew something that he shouldn't have. Something about poisoned cattle.
Maybe so.
And maybe he passed that information on to you?
And that'll put me in danger. Is that what you're trying to say?
That's right.
Well, I don't know. Give me some time to think about it, will you, Sheriff? I'm still pretty upset.
Wait a minute, Frank. Look, that killer isn't going to give you much time to think. If Winnie Joe told you anything important...
I don't know what's important to that killer. Winnie Joe told me many things.
Well, he must have mentioned some names.
He probably did. And a lot of innocent people, too. If I started naming names, I'd make the innocent ones into suspects.
And it might save your life.
What about their life?
But you better leave Tombstone for your own sake. Boot Hill's getting overcrowded.
I'll think about it. No, I can't name names. I just can't play grab bag with personal reputations.
Shooting, Sheriff. Who got it?
Frank Calloway.
Oh, he drawing you?
No, he was shot from ambush. Give me a hand, will you?
Ain't quite dead, is he?
No, not yet. Just never mind those gloves. Put some pressure on here. Aside.
Ever figured Frank for enemies, did you, Sheriff?
I do now.
Well, reckon one of us ought to tell his wife. I'm going that way.
I'll take care of that as soon as I get him to Doc Cunningham. Now help me get him on the horse.
My husband's been hurt, Clay Hollister. You've no right to keep me here.
If you'll just hold your temper.
You let me by.
Now, wait a minute. Your husband is safe. He's over at the doctor's office. He's out of danger.
He's hurt. He needs me.
He needs you most right here.
I want to see Frank. Oh!
All right, now, Libby. You're going to listen.
I will not.
Yes, you will.
Oh.
There's a stage leaving for Tucson in exactly 1 hour. That'll give you time enough to pack and meet...
Tucson?
That's right, and meet Frank down at the stage depot.
Our home is right here in Tombstone.
Frank's home is going to be in Boot Hill unless you leave.
Well, then why don't you start protecting him, Sheriff?
I'm trying to.
How? By sending us to Tucson? Why don't you just send everybody to Tucson?
Libby.
And you can hand Tombstone to all the killers and outlaws you can't
Libby.
handle. You let me away. I'm going to go see Frank.
Look, Libby, you've got to understand. Frank is safe over in the doctor's office, but the minute he sets foot on the street, bingo.
It's your job to protect him.
It takes time. I'll get the killer, but I don't want to use Frank as bait.
Bait?
That's right. You got to help me keep Frank alive.
Well, I guess I better start packing, huh?
I'll get you tickets. Round trip.
Can I join the party?
No. This time I want to make sure it's going to be right.
Sure, when there's a killing to do, it's my party.
If you'd finished, Calloway, this wouldn't be necessary.
You really think it's going to keep him quiet?
It'll help.
Just a moment.
Mrs. Calloway, I got a message for your husband.
What kind of a message? What do you think you're doing?
Hey, you got room for a couple more passengers?
Sure thing, Sheriff. Gotta be special nice to people from now on.
It's a new policy.
New for me. I may be looking for another job real soon. Some talk about the railroad coming down this way.
Oh, I hadn't heard that. When's it due to happen?
Might not be long. There's some land buying out west of town. Who's the passengers?
Huh?
Who's the passengers?
Oh, the Callaways, Mr. and Mrs. They're going to Tucson.
I'll be mighty nice to them.
Morning, Harris.
Morning, Clay. Well, say, how's Frank Calloway?
Oh, it's just a shoulder wound. He's going to be all right. What's this I hear about a railroad coming in?
Yeah, great thing for town. I've got a map of the proposed route.
I just heard about it this morning.
Yeah, a lot of people just heard about it this morning, including the man who's supposed to know all and tell all. I imagine the railroad's been trying to keep it quiet till they can buy up the right-of-way they need. The roadbed is going to skirt the town on the north. in this area here.
Well, I thought that was private property.
It was. From what I understand, they bought this piece on the left and this strip over here on the far right.
Boy, somebody must have made a killing.
Yeah. The Beaumonts. Ben and Cliff, wouldn't you know?
This grazing area right in the middle. It's where the cattle were poisoned.
Mm-hmm. Eddie Cogan's land. Great terrain for a roadbed. Railroads pay the limit for flat land like that.
Well, he could use the money after losing those cattle. Does he know about this?
I don't know. But he will. The epitaph will have it today.
Well, that's funny. The railroad should buy the Beaumont land, not Cogan's. I wonder why. Can I borrow this?
All yours.
Oh, Clay. Oh, Harris. Look, I just found out about that railroad land. You were wrong about it.
Well, it happens. Even to me.
Eddie Cogan doesn't own it. He leases it from the Beaumonts.
Leases it?
That's right. A good long lease. Too long for Cliff and Ben.
Well, I'm afraid I don't follow you.
Well, look. The railroad wants that land real bad, right? The Beaumonts stand to make a fortune if they can sell it. But they can't sell it so long as Cogan has any claim to it.
Well, they can buy him out of his lease.
Or force him out. But there was one thing you were right about, Harris. Winnie Joe didn't have any reason to poison those cattle. The Beaumonts had every reason in the world.
You don't know that. You need evidence.
I'll get it.
How?
Well, I don't know right off. First thing I gotta do is get the Callaways out of their shooting gallery. Lippy. Who was it? Tell me.
Clay, I don't know. I don't know.
It's all right now. It's all over.
They said it was a warning for Frank. I don't understand it. I don't know what he means.
I think I do.
Clay, we'll go to Tucson, like you say. Frank and I will go.
You might not have to now. This glove, where did it come from?
It's a man's glove.
Yeah, I know.
The one who was here, he must have left it here. I guess I put up a better fight than I thought.
Sure looks like it. Come on, let's get you to the doctor.
Oh, no, Clay, I'm all right. Oh, Clay, I'm all right, thank you.
I'm not so sure of that.
Yes, I am, really.
You think you're well enough to make a positive identification?
Oh, Clay. Clay, don't ask me to do that, please. Don't ask me any questions about this man. Frank will be killed if I...
The afternoon of May 13, 1885.
What took you so long?
To get my face fixed up. But damn, she's a wildcat, what you did to me.
Yeah, what'd you do to her?
I like scratches on my face.
Never mind your face. How is she?
Scared silly. She'll make sure that her husband keeps his mouth shut.
Hold it, Ben.
What happened to your face? You cut yourself shaving?
Yeah, my hand slipped.
That's kind of clumsy of you. Now you're wearing gloves?
Now, Clay, you know you don't wear gloves shaving.
I thought maybe you might.
That ain't Ben's glove.
No, of course it isn't. This glove belongs to the man that ransacked the Calloway house and beat up Mrs. Calloway. A real gentleman.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Try it on. Try it on.
Don't do it, Ben.
You trying to accuse me of something, Hollister?
Well, if the glove fits, yes. If not, I'll offer you a public apology. You better try it on. Hold it. That's far enough. Now, pick up your brother's glove. Gonna need it for evidence. This is the same cell Winnie Joe used. I thought you'd like to know.
How's my brother?
He's dead?
Look, Sheriff. It was Ben's idea fixing those charges. He thought Winnie Joe would be convicted for sure.
Well, he wasn't. He had a pretty good lawyer. You're gonna need a better one.
May 14, 1885. There was another fresh grave on Boot Hill for Ben Beaumont.
Prisoner Clifford Beaumont, age 34, is charged with the murder of Winnie Joe Westerby, the attempted murder of Frank Calloway, and the poisoning of more than 400 head of cattle.
What's the matter?
Oh, I don't know. I could have prevented this whole mess, do you know that?
How?
Winnie Joe insisted that the Beaumonts were mixed up in his case, but I wouldn't listen to him. I didn't even tell Clay about it.
Well, why not?
Principles. I was afraid of accusing innocent people.
Frank, where are you going?
I'm going to take a walk. Give my principles an airing. You want anything, honey?
Yes, you. And your principles.
The afternoon of May 14.
Howdy, Mr. Calloway.
Oh, hello, Hank.
Now, this here Beaumont fellow, all the complaints they got against him, they're going to have to hang him with a half a dozen ropes.
He's only got one neck.
But they will hang him. I hear they can't even get nobody to defend him. Serves him right.
Not in your own private massacre, Frank?
Clay, who's defending Cliff Beaumont?
Defending him?
His lawyer, who is it?
Oh, I don't know yet. I don't think anybody in town wants anything to do with him.
Hasn't anybody been appointed yet?
No. No good lawyer would want to sit in the same cell with him.
I'll take his case.
Hey, you two'd make a fine pair.
No, I mean it, Clay. I want to defend him.
Let's go over to my office. Fight this out in private. This is the gun that shot you, Frank. You, Winnie Joe, and the devil knows how many other people.
Mm-hmm. Did he confess those shootings?
Well, that's not the point.
No, that's the point. Did he confess?
Well, no, not yet. But there's no doubt.
Well, then why bother with the trial?
What?
No, I mean it, Clay. If everybody's convinced that Cliff Beaumont's guilty, why don't we just walk into a cell right now and kill him?
Now you're talking foolish.
No, I'm not. A trial now would be just a waste of time and money. So why bother?
Well, you know better than I. It's the law.
Exactly. And the law demands a trial. And the law says that a man's innocent until proven guilty. And the law says that every man, rich or poor, bad or good, is entitled to his day in court. Here.
Where are you going?
I'm to see my client.
Not a chance.
Look, Clay. Winnie Joe Westerby was a useless old man. The only things he could do well was lie, hate, and poison wolves. Now, he was accused of something he didn't commit. But if he hadn't had a trial, a fair trial, we never would have known he was innocent.
Well, Cliff Beaumont isn't Winnie Joe. He's the guy that put that bullet in your shoulder, remember? And he stood by while his brother beat your wife.
Sure, I remember. And I hope he hangs for it. But if we have to cheat the law to punish men like Cliff Beaumont, we just better change our ways, that's all. Now, please, Clay, let me have a private...
I'm not going to let you in there alone with him. Somebody's bound to get hurt.
Only if somebody gets out of line. A prisoner has the right to a private conference with his attorney.
All right, Frank.
Hello, Cliff.
What's he doing here?
Let him tell you. I can't. If you want anything, I'll be in the office.
All right, Calloway, what's this all about?
Well, you needed a lawyer. Nobody else wanted the job. So I volunteered.
You volunteered? Why?
I don't think you'd understand.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you'd hock your degree to lose this case, wouldn't you?
No, on the contrary, Beaumont. If I could win your case, I'd be considered the biggest attorney in the West. Now, look, you just settle down and we'll start discussing everything. Now, there's certain things that I think I must demand.
You ain't taking any chances, are you, carrying that gun?
That's right, Beaumont. In my considered opinion, I considered you the lowest form of human life. But I learned in law school that any human being, even one like you, deserves a break in court. Now, if you'll just settle down and stop making things a little different. I guess you asked for this. Clay! Clay! I can't talk to my client in this condition.
Oh, I guess you can. Are you all right?
Oh, I feel better than I felt in days. He made a grab for my gun.
Yeah. You know, if I'd known you had that, I'd never let you back here.
Well, now, nobody could have gotten hurt. That gun isn't loaded.
All right, Counselor, you've had your moment. Conference over?
No. Here, help me get my client up off the floor. He's entitled to some rights, you know. Clay, this doesn't change anything. Come on, boy.
Good luck on your case. I sure hope you lose.
Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone territory. If your past has run afoul of the law, it's a handy place to be, 'cause 'cause your future's just as good as your draw in Tombstone territory. Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be. Whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone territory.
Một video 1 ngày 5 tháng 7 2024 bên Chilling Let's Go của anh. Anh sẽ bay tiếp cho các em xem nhé. Ok, để tự lại. Anh sẽ khiển một chút. Mình sẽ kiếm 50 củ để gì? 50 củ để luôn tiếp lên chiến sĩ nhất. Ê, nếu lái được thẳng quá, trốn mua. Lái thẳng rồi. Chỉ xong rồi phải không? Máy hù tỏ. Đùa, mày đùa thôi, thầy kệ cho mày tự đi. Chuyển trước tăng trưởng mày. Cách xa sửa binh nhé. Ok, thật ra được 3 của 47 chưa, cộng 3,17 như trừ 20%, tầm chơi được 20%. Đây là nạp chút năng lượng cho qua bản thân. Bay sẽ lên 127 triệu của mình. 127 triệu quét à. Đây chơi lên đây, gọi 2 cái màu vàng rồi xong bay cao như thầy. Mình kéo vậy. Nộp trời giảm đất xếp thằng này quỷ à, ác quỷ vô ba đùa tao cái này nó là tử rồi dược rồi chết rồi đi kìa 2 phút rồi 2 phút hơn của pháo mày lái mày cộng 10 cho thầy. Đây, để nhìn thấy nhiều luôn, thành nhiều hướng chục cân đùa mạnh đùa tao không được làm hàng nào rồi không mắc bao nhiêu đấy rồi ngã chéo mà thêm không được 26 gram rồi.
ড্রেস চেঞ্জ করতেছিস? চেঞ্জ করিস না, চল একটা টিকটক বানাই। টিকটক? হ্যাঁ টিকটক, চল।
স্যার নর্মাল আছে প্রেশার, নিচেরটা 80, উপরটা আছে 120। ঠিক।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
খামটা দে।
স্যার এটা কি আশ্চর্য দেখছিস, 1000 টাকা দিল প্রেশার মারতে। তাও
তুই জানিস উনি কে? উনি শহরে অনেক বড় ধনী লোক। এমন কোনো মসজিদ মাদ্রাসা নাই যে উনি দান করেন নাই। এমনকি আমাদের এই হাসপাতালও ওনার চ্যারিটি হেল্প ছিল।
ও ভালো লোক।
ড্রেস চেঞ্জ করতেছিস? চেঞ্জ করিস না, চল একটা টিকটক বানাই। টিকটক? হ্যাঁ টিকটক, চল। ঠিক আছে, এই ড্রেসটা পরবো? এটা পর।
আপনি এখান থেকে চলে যান।
লাইলি, তুমি না আমরা বলছিলে আমরা না পাইলে তুমি ব্লেড দিয়ে আমার নাম লিখে হাত কাটবা। আজকে তোমার না পাইলে আমি হাত কাটবো, তোমার নাম লিখবো হাতে আমি।
আরে পাগল নাকি? কি করবে লাগছে?
লাইলি, তোমার সাথে একটু কথা ছিল।
আপনার সাথে কোনো কথা বলবেন না। ফাইনালি
লাইলি প্লিজ 1 মিনিট।
আপনি বুঝতেছেন না কেন ভাইয়া? বলছি না ও কথা বলবে না। 2 দিন পর ওর বিয়ে, ওর মতো থাকতে দেন।
লাইলি, আমার ভুল হয়েছে, আমি আমার ভুল বুঝতে পারছি। দেখো গত কয়েকদিন ধরে আমি কিচ্ছু করতে পারছি না পারতেছি ঘুমাইতে, না পারতেছি কিছু করতে। আমি তোমার সাথে অনেকবার দেখা করতে চাইছি, আমি পারি নাই, আমাকে দেখা করতে দেয়া হয় নাই। আমি তোমাকে ভালোবাসি লাইলি।
আপনি হাঁচে আমার ভালোবাসেন?
নিজের থেকেও বেশি।
তাহলে আমি যা কমু তা শুনবেন?
অবশ্যই। কি করতে হবে বলো?
আপনি আমার পিছন পিছন ঘোরা বন্ধ করে দিবেন।
লাইলি কি বলতেছে এসব?
আপনি তো আমারে কইছেন আমি আমার ইজ্জত খোয়াইছি, লগে আমার পরিবারের ইজ্জতও খোয়াইছি। আমার আব্বাই ছেলে পক্ষের কথা দিয়ে দিচ্ছে, আব্বারে তো আর ছোট করুন না, নিজেরে যথেষ্ট ছোট করছি। আব্বার ইজ্জতে কোনো দাগ দেব না।
হ্যালো,
আসসালামু আলাইকুম ভাইজান।
ওয়ালাইকুম আসসালাম।
আমি নীলের আম্মা কইতাছি।
আপা আমি জানি আপনি কি কইবেন, আমার কিছু করার নাই। আমি লাইলিরে জিগাইয়া সবকিছু ঠিক করছি।
ভাইজান কইতেছিলাম কি, আপনি লাইলির বাবা, দিন শেষে আপনার মেয়ে সুখটা আপনার কাছে বড়। কিন্তু ভাইজান লাইলি আমার পোলাটারে ভালোবাসে, আমার পোলাটাও লাইলিরে ভালোবাসে। কিন্তু আপনি যদি লাইলির অন্যখানে বিয়া শাদী দিয়ে দেন তাইলে তো ওরা কেউই সুখী হইব না।
আপা আপনি কি আমারে বাংলা সিনেমা চৌধুরী সাহেব মনে করছেন? হাত পা বাইন্দা আমি আমার মায়ের বিয়া দিতেছি? আমি যা কিছু করছি ওরে জিগাই করছি।
ভাই সাহেব, আমার ছেলেটা লালিরে সত্যিই খুব ভালোবাসে। আপনি দেখেন আমার পোলাটা আপনার মেয়েরা অনেক সুখে রাখবো। আপনি যদি লাস্ট একবার যদি ভাইবা দেখতেন।
আপা আমি অনেক ব্যস্ত, এখন রাখি। আপনি আমার মাইয়াটার জন্য দোয়া করুন, আমি আপনার পোলার জন্য দোয়া করি। আল্লাহ হাফেজ।
দেখ
লাইলির আজকে কি সুন্দর লাগতেছে।
হ্যাঁ বহুত সুন্দর লাগতেছে।
সাইটাগুলো মানাইছে।
হ্যাঁ। আরে আপনি এখানে চলে কিভাবে? বাইগান বাইগান কইতাছি।
লাইলি, তোমার সাথে একটু কথা ছিল।
আপনার সাথে আমার কোনো কথা নাই কা, আপনি এখান থেকে চলে যান।
লাইলি, তুমি না আমারে বলছিলে আমারে না পাইলে তুমি ব্রেক দিয়ে আমার নাম লিখে হাত কাটবা। আজকে তোমারে না পাইলে আমি হাত কাটবো, তোমার নাম লিখবো হাতে আমি।
আরে পাগল নাকি? কি করবে লাগছে? এখানে কে আছে? মামা, আরে মামা, মামা, মামা।
এসব করার কাম নাই, আপনি এখান থেকে যান গা।
এই চাংরা পোলা, এত ড্রামা শুরু করছো কে? পুলিশ ডাকো।
আপনি যারে খুশি তারে ডাকেন মামা, আমি লাইলির সাথে বাঁচবো না।
তখন তো খুব কইছিলা লাইলি একটা নাটক বাজ, ওই খালি নাটক করে বেড়ায়। হ্যাঁ, ওর লগে মজা লওয়া যায়, ওর লগে প্রেম করা যায় না, ওর বিয়া করুম না। আরে এখন কইতাছো ওর সাথে আমি বাঁচুম না? না, হ্যাঁ, এসব নাটক বন্ধ করো।
বিশ্বাস করেন আমি কোনো মজা নিতে আসি নাই। আমি সত্যি সত্যি লাইলি তোমার নাম লিখবো এবং ব্লেড দিয়ে না সত্যি রক্ত জলের নাম লিখবো।
লাইলে তুই রাজি হয়ে যা, না ছেলেটা এরকম পাগলামি করতেছে, আমার গাইটা লাইব। এমনি কিন্তু ছেলেটা ভালো আছে, তুই রাজি হইলে সবকিছু ঠিকঠাক হয়ে যাব। আমি দুলা বাইরে সামলাইতেছি, তুই কোনো চিন্তা করিস না, ঠিক আছে? রাজি আছিস না? আরে রাজি হয়ে যা, আমার না করিস না, ভালো আছে ছেলেটা।
লাইলি আমি দিলাম কিন্তু, দিলাম কিন্তু।
কি হয়েছে? এত গন্ডগোল কেন? দুলা ভাই, নাম গো লাইলি, বুঝছেন? আরে পছন্দ করে, আরো হবে লেগে নিলয় এলাকার ছেলে, ও আর ওরে পছন্দ করে। কি কইলি? দুইজন পছন্দ করে দুলা ভাই। দুলা ভাই, আপনি যদি সম্মতি দিতেন তাহলে ওকে বিয়াটা করা দিতে পারতেন।
চুপ কর, তুই কি চাস? ও বুঝছি।
দুলা ভাই, আপনি রাজি হয়ে যান, সমস্যা নাই। বুঝেন না কেন? দুজন পছন্দ করে, বুঝছেন না? যদি ভাইয়াটা এগিয়ে যায় তাহলে তো আমার সমস্যা, মহল্লায় চেহারা দেওয়া মুখে এমনি। আপনি রাজি হয়ে যান, আপনি আমি ওইদিকে সামলান, আমি ওইদিকে ওখানে দেখতেছি। বলা ভাই, আপনি চালান।
আচ্ছা,
আরে যান তাড়াতাড়ি, এত চিন্তা করেন না তো।
হ্যাঁ কও, নাইলে কিন্তু কাটুন। হ্যাঁ কও।
সমস্যা কি তোমার? শেষ পর্যন্ত তুমি ঘুড়ি মাস্টার ব্লেড লাইলির কাছে ধরা পড়লা।
হ্যাঁ, গুড়ি মাস্টার ব্লেড লাইলির কাছে হাইরে গেছে।
Mày 10% nữa. Mày ngã. Mày ô, không được. Đùa tao. Xuống không. Xuống 7 bạn ơi. Được rồi. Chọn dấu vậy. Lại là trẻ này 10 này đó, được tiếp à? 3 củ 59 là xem được bao nhiêu nhá? 3%, 4,66 cũng được. Át này sẽ át giờ này rồi. Ê, chơi xong rồi, đánh trùng bài rồi, thằng này ấn tử thần ạ. Không sao thầy ơi, mình dồn trước là được. Sử thanh hóa bắt đầu nói bàn xong rồi xoay bài tự động. Đấy mày không. Chuẩn chỉ đấy, chuẩn chỉ mà sao mà kiếm được. Đi đâu? Binh Chi Linh gọi thầy ơi. Thầy nhót không? Nhót, đét. Cho tao. Ngao vậy. Vẫn đang mày, anh vẫn đang nhảy. Thắng mà. Let me show you darkness. Sai đều. Thầy lái vô á, sao? Captain Vietnamese. Captain Việt Nam. Máy. Capture. Chuẩn không vậy bạn ơi? Chuẩn. Hai lần. Đấy, không 3 lần. Lại đó ta thể mấy tí. 3 lần này. 3 lần, 1 lần là 4 này. 5 lần này. 5 lần. 6 lần. 6 lần. Được 6 lần, 5 lần. Rồi 5. Chuẩn đi. Còn một cái cung xanh nữa. Đây đi. Cung bài gọi là gì nhỉ? Có bài yêu đét. Long Vương à? Yêu đét sao còn nhiều máu đấy. Xuân vậy, thấy chưa, chạm đất 49 rồi, xong lần này là quay một vòng rồi, mình tại không anh nhà thấy chữ đi mia thằng choa ai à. Mời xa ta ông Vũ rồi ông mày ông Vũ chắc là mày rồi. Mua cái gì mua nitro đi quát á em mua cái gì đi mua đi xong mất chẳng tiền. Từ qua giờ anh thấy nó toàn là thằng này các anh em một trực tiếp rồi ông bộ thì bài là trích viết lại là thấy đang giống xoáy đúng không? Mày đi ra rồi người ta có lòng trọng đấy, người số phát có nhót nhìn lên được xong không tao tắt chân cái đấy rồi, tắt chân cái đấy rồi, tao nhớ nghe rồi, tao tắt từ lâu, tao ấn tao nhớ nghe gì. Đây là 36 à? Ai vào? Nó không tắt à? Không tắt à? Tao từ nãy giờ mà tắt tiếng của nó được, tao đánh xong quá này. Cài ao trên người xuống cài vào Discord xong phải có xịn mới giả được cái ngờ đúng rồi. Thế sao không kéo cái mà tin nhắn mà kéo lên đi, tin nhắn rồi rút nhắn là cái đấy nó từng mất luôn này. Đấy, không thể livestream này, không thể livestream tắt rồi. Đàn ông lục lôi tay trước này, chắc gào nhưng mà vậy có một bài chỉ tay trước là luôn rồi, tất cả luôn. Xem mình luôn vào hết cả hai cái bicep luôn, cả bicep luôn, cả hai luôn. Vào cả hai cái bicep, hai cái lưng bicep luôn. Chuẩn em rồi. Tập lưng này cứ răng một cái máy thôi, hai cái máy kéo ngang kéo dọc xong. Gì im. Ông kia bảo vẫn là chỉ thích ngồi chơi game. Rồi. Macaloa ơi, duy trì căn Macaloa. Đâu mày muốn thêm chất gì thì mày phải xem chất các thứ cơ, xem đồ ăn các thứ cơ. Đâu không thì cứ ăn đủ calo được. Khi ăn cái gì không phải ăn cái gì cũng được để đồ ăn vặt, nhưng mà phải lượng calo đấy trong ngày thôi, đừng ăn quá. Cái là quá giới hạn thì không ăn cái gì cũng được, nhưng mà sẽ là phải vừa thôi. Để cho người ta của anh biết vào tuần của anh, biết của anh chi liệt sức treo rồi à, sao à, không có phép đánh này, có phép đánh như vượn này, phép chạy như nhảy linh tinh này. Phép nó nhảy nhót lên. Với cả lúc mày kéo cam ra xa xa ấy, cái tiền đấy nó chia hết thằng nhân vật rồi. Đó. Vậy ta để vào tao đây, tao quay biết, nhưng mà mình sẽ còn tầm một nửa, tao còn một nửa. sắp xong rồi. 100. Xong được, xong được mà. Tuần 2 tuần, 2 tuần thừa. 2 đó, mấy lần mà tao chỉ quay 5 ngày nhưng cũng đâu đừng nghe mà tao cũng lừa ít quay. Cũng đã lừa mất mấy ngày. 5 ngày hôm nay 10 tiếng, hồi trước là thế đấy, kia đợt trước làm mỗi ngày 10 tiếng đấy. Có đợt mà treo cái Autify ấy, chưa bị ngoái rồi, tao thật Autify. Nhưng mà bữa nhỉ, cả không mấy ông anh ấy đang làm xong thì có thằng thì đánh game nữa, có anh game bữa cái đó gì, thế là không phải biết bắt bậy công ty đấy bữa ấy. Sao nói gì khổ anh khổ. Mọi người chơi còn anh không chơi, người chơi không ai không biết và anh không chơi. Yes. Anh mà phỏng vấn đứa nào hỏi anh thấy bảo là thái độ làm việc của phòng anh như good. Yes. Kinh vậy chào. Tôi muốn cục vô. Đây lại của tôi nhất xong rồi xả luôn. Thôi đánh cái này. Thằng nào càng nhiều nắm càng nhiều phần trăm càng to. Bây giờ có một thằng một thằng của đông môn nó bán hết đi FPT à. Chú Hoàng làm tiếng thôi. Đồ bên này đâu hết rồi làm.
ইসরায়েলি আগ্রাসন বহু মায়ের বুক খালি করেছে, রেহাই পায়নি সদ্যজাত শিশুও। চলমান সহিংসতায় প্রায় অর্ধশত শিশুর ঠিকানা হয়েছে কবর। হাসপাতালগুলোর দৃশ্য আরো মর্মান্তিক। মৃত্যুর মিছিল দীর্ঘ হতে থাকায় স্বজনহারাদের আহাজারিতে ভারী হয়ে উঠেছে বাতাস। আর আহতদের মধ্যে মৃত্যুর সঙ্গে লড়াই করছেন যারা, তাদের আর
কি বেরহম নির্লজ্জ বেহায়া জালেমগুলো হাসপাতাল পর্যন্ত রেহাই দিচ্ছে না।
কিছুই করার নাই গো কাকা।
কিচ্ছু করার নাই?
কি আর করার থাকবো কন? দুর্বলের মায়ের খাওয়াটাই নিয়তি। দুর্বলের পাশে কেউ থাকে না গো কাকা।
হ্যাঁ ফজলে মিয়া, ভালোই বলছো তুমি। দেখো না সারা বিশ্ব কেমন একদম চুপচাপ নিশ্চুপ হয়ে আছে।
সবই সার্থক কাকা, যে যার ধান্দায় আছে।
9, 10, 11, 12 মোট 12টা আছে না?
বিকালের মধ্যে পাবো তো?
সন্ধ্যার দিকে আসেন,
লেট করেন না কিন্তু।
আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে, লেট হইব না।
নতুন নাকি?
আসসালামু আলাইকুম।
হ্যাঁ নতুন, কয়দিন ধরে আসছে। নাও সন্ধ্যার মধ্যে ভালো করে রাখো।
হ্যাঁ
তাড়াতাড়ি আসো, বইসা আছে তোমার জন্য।
আইতেছি। কি রে বাপ, খিদা লাগলে খায়া ফেলবি, আমার লাগে বইয়া থাকবি না।
কত কথা শুনে। দেখি তোমার প্লেটটা দাও।
শেষ। আরে ডিম ভাজি রে। তুমি নিলে না?
আমি পরে খাবো।
পরে আর কি খাবা?
আমি সবজি দিয়ে খাবো না, আমি ডিম দিয়ে খাবো।
কেন বাপ, সবজি খাবি না কেন? সবজি না খাইলে বড় হবি না, বুদ্ধি হইব না।
না কর, মুখ খুলে না, দেখছো? আর স্কুলে ভর্তি করাই দেওয়া দরকার না?
হ, দেওয়া তো দরকার। তো মাত্র ঢাকা শহরে এলাম, স্কুলে ভর্তি করালে তো একটু টাকা পয়সা খরচ হইব, টাকা পয়সা জোগাড় যন্ত্র করতে হবে না?
সামনে একটা স্কুল আছে, আমি গেছিলাম। আমার মনে হইলো যে ওখানে খুব একটা খরচপাতি লাগবো না, ভর্তি করাই দিই। আরে
ঠিকঠাক মতো খোঁজ নিছ? মানে ভালো হইব?
ভালোই তো মনে হইলো।
দেখো, তুমি যেটা ভালো মনে করো।
সারাদিন তো টোটো করে ঘুরে বেড়ায়, কই কই যায়, কাগো লগে মিশে, কিছুই তো জানি না। আর এখানে তো কারো চিনিও না।
কি রে ভাব, ঢাকা শহরে এসেই দেখি বন্ধু পাতায় ফেলছিস। তা একটু পড়াশোনা করতে হইব না? হ্যাঁ, করতে হইব তো। এই যে তোর পুরান স্কুলের যে বইগুলো আছে, ওইগুলো নিয়েও তো একটু বসতে পারস না?
জিগাও তো পড়ে কিনা?
আমি পড়ি তো।
আবার মিছে কথা থাবর তুমি।
থাক, তুই এখন খা, আজকে আমি তোরে নিয়ে পড়তে পাবো, ঠিক আছে?
হাকর, মুখটা খুলে না, হাকর। বাহ, পানি নিয়ে আসতে।
এটা হইতেছে কাজের আনন্দ, নবকৃষ্ণ ভট্টাচার্য। মৌমাছি মৌমাছি কোথায় যাও নাসি নাসি, দাঁড়াও না একবার ভাই। কি রে, এখনই ঘুমাস কেন? একটু পর। ওই ফুল ফোটে বনে, যায় মধু আহরণে, দাঁড়াবার সময় তো নেই। এত হাই তুলতেছিস কেন?
বাকিটা কালকে পড়ি।
কালকে পড়বি?
পড়তে বলেই ঘুমাহে না?
আমি অনেক পড়ছি।
আবার
কই দে, পেন্সিল দে, আমি তোর এই শব্দ অর্থগুলো লিখে দেই, এগুলা মুখস্থ করবি।
তুমি দোকানে যাইবা না?
যাবো তো, আর একটু এগুলা দেখা দিয়ে যাই। এগুলা তোর বাসার কাজ, ঠিক আছে? এগুলো মুখস্থ করবি। যে আহরণ মানে হইতেছে সংগ্রহ করা। আহরণ মানে কি?
সংগ্রহ করা।
সংগ্রহ করা। তারপরে হইছে
Rồi, bye bye. Nhà đi đâu qua. Rồi, phải đùa của bài kiếm tiền 36,80 triệu. Tăng 8 để quay 10 lần của chiến sĩ sinh hoạt kia. Của đây sinh cũng căng đấy chứ. Của 37 ca lợi dụng á. Ui, chua. Tận đại. Xong rồi vào bay 36 mời cái bữa lại nha. Hả? Không perfect. Trời buồn đấy. Đó, đi. Đây, cút rồi. Cút rồi. Cút rồi. Chết rồi. Ui, không đấu à? Lòng đất luôn mở trung tàu. Rồi 2 lần có tới gia đình, 3 lần có tới gia đình, 4 lần, 5 lần. hai tiền sắp được nước màu này 39 tí năng lượng giống ngoài ở đây ạ theo một tí năng lượng giống nhỉ cái gì chỉ dẫn nói nha tí năng lượng mà nó nên nhớ lượng vãi cái kiếm uy lực Ui bây giờ hút
চোখ বন্ধ করলে তুমি যে কি করবে আমি জানি না
কি বলো কি করব
জানি জানি আমি
বন্ধ করো না চোখ বন্ধ করো
সত্যি কিছু করবে না তো
100%
ঠিক আছে করলাম
Will you marry me?
মোবাইল নতুন মোবাইল লাগ করছো কি তুমি থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ
কে
স্যার কুরিয়ার
দাঁড়াও ওরা তো বাসায় কেউ নেই তুমি টেবিলের উপর রেখে দিয়ে যেতে পারবে
জি জি স্যার অবশ্যই স্যার স্যার রিসিপ্ট স্যার সই লাগবে স্যার একটা
কলম দাও কলম
স্যার বাইক থেকে নামার পরে স্যার কলমটা খুঁজে পাচ্ছি না স্যার স্যার একটা কলম হবে
দাঁড়াও
জি যেহেতু আমার লোন দেওয়ার মতো লোকের অভাব তাই আমি প্রথম পদ্ধতিটাই বেছে নিলাম নিজের জন্য নয় এই জীবনে প্রথম আমি চুরি করলাম যে আমার মন চুরি করেছে তার জন্য মালার জন্য
ঠিকানাটা কি আছে ওখানে
জি স্যার
ঠিকানা
স্যার আলেকজান্দ্রিয়া ইজিপ্ট মিশর থেকে আসছে স্যার
মিশর মিশর তো দারুণ একটা জায়গা বিশেষ করে অ্যান্টিক্সের জন্য
মানে আমি যতবার গেছি মিশরে ততবারই আমি কিছু না কিছু নিয়ে এসেছি সেখান থেকে।
স্যার আজকে আসি স্যার।
হ্যাঁ
আজকে আসি স্যার, একটা ডেলিভারি আছে তো।
ও আচ্ছা, এসো।
অন্ধপুরের ঘড়ি বিক্রির টাকায় মালার জন্য একটা ভালো মোবাইল কিনে ফেললাম। ফলে বাকি চুরির জিনিসপত্র নিয়ে আমি মোটেও ভাবিত ছিলাম না। মালা,
আজকেও দেরি করে আসছো, প্রত্যেক দিন তুমি দেরি করো, কি সমস্যা তোমার?
তুমি না বলো যে আমার মধ্যে একটা নায়ক নায়ক ভাব? দেখো না সিনেমায় নায়ক দেরি করে ফেলে, নায়িকা অপেক্ষা করে থাকে। আচ্ছা সরি 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 সরি, মন খারাপ করো কেন? তোমার জন্য একটা জিনিস আনছি, বলো কি আনছি।
কি জিনিস দাও? কি আনছো দাও না।
না না না, তুমি একটু চিন্তা করে দেখো কি আনছি।
এত চিন্তা করতে পারবো না তো, দাও।
বলো, মাথাটা একটু খাটাও।
আরে কি ঘোড়া ডিম নিয়ে আসছো, দাও না দাও।
আচ্ছা তাহলে চোখ বন্ধ করো।
চোখ বন্ধ করলে তুমি যে কি করবে আমি জানি না।
কি বলো, কি করবো?
জানি জানি আমি।
বন্ধ করো না, চোখ বন্ধ করো।
সত্যি কিছু করবে না তো?
100%।
ঠিক আছে, করলাম।
Will you marry me?
মোবাইল, নতুন মোবাইল, লাখ করছো কি তুমি? থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ। আমার একটা ফোন কি দরকার ছিল জান, তুমি এটা কি করছো? ধর ধর ধর।
ভালো হয়েছে না?
কালার
ভালো হয়েছে না? দেখো, বলছিলাম না তোমার, কথা দিছিলাম না, ছবি তুলে দেখো।
হ্যাঁ ছবি তো তুলবই, দাঁড়াও। নতুন মোবাইলের প্রথম ছবি তোমার সাথে।